Three, two, one, here we go, people. We are back at you once again with another review.
Yeah, hey, get up, Bo.
This time around, we are going to be doing a full review on Beavis and Butthead Do America.
Hell yeah,
which
dude.
Came out December 20th, 1996 in the U.S. at theaters, which is a fantastic animated movie based off the TV series, which I think is great. You know, and yeah, we're going to do a full review and talk about the film and all that good stuff here today.
Before we do the film review, dude, what was great about the movie was, you know, we were longtime fans of Beavis and Butthead.
Oh yeah, growing up through the 90s, we watched the show. I know I watched the show all the time.
Yes, so did I. I watched every night, like, you know, they're doing their episodes and they're doing those, you know, music videos where they give their own take on it. I thought that was always cool.
Right, yeah.
Yeah. But in '96, when they were announced they were coming out with a movie, I was like, hell yeah, dude, you know?
Yeah, I was hyped for it. And 1996 was a great year for movies.
Yeah, a lot of good movies came out in '96.
You are not kidding. There was a lot of good movies that came out that year. I think Twister was one of them. What else?
Twister was great.
Nutty Professor.
Nutty Professor, great movie.
I think The Ghost in the Darkness might have came out that year. Eraser, yep.
That was
Daylight.
Daylight, yes.
Yeah, Daylight came out with Stallone. I mean, there was a lot of good films that year, but we're kind of jumping ahead.
That I was so grateful that they did was a movie of Beavis and Butthead.
Oh yeah, big time.
You know,
I think we even seen this at the theaters. I think. I don't 100% recall, but I probably did. But I probably seen it in January of '97. So
I remember the first time I remember really seeing it is
Did you get a VHS copy of it?
Well, my ex-girlfriend, who was my girlfriend at the time, picked up a VHS copy.
Oh, that's cool.
No, it wasn't that cool because the bitch kind of stiffed me.
Oh, really?
I was gonna buy that copy of Beavis and Butthead.
Yeah.
But I was like $1 short or something for it.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, fuck, I don't have it, you know. And as soon as I let go of it, she grabbed it. Was like, well, I guess I'm buying it then. I'm like, hey, you asshole.
Well, eventually, I'm sure we picked it up at Blockbuster, used for like, you know, $9.99 or.
That's where we got it from.
Oh, okay, cool. I figured we did. I think Dragonheart also came out in '96. I think, or it might have been '95. But anyways, let's get into Beavis and Butthead Do America. So I'm going to read off the plot here, but they don't go over everything, so we're going to have to fill in parts where they skipped.
Yeah.
It says one day Beavis and Butthead discover their television missing and is set to find it. Well, before they realize that the television is missing,
they were both like.
Well, Butthead was dreaming.
Where he was like giant.
Yeah, he was giant. Like you think of like a Godzilla type movie destroying, you know, buildings and shit.
He grabbed the chick who was like, "Hey, baby."
Right.
Like pretty tall.
Yeah, right. And I believe that's where Beavis comes in, and
Beavis comes in breathing fire.
Right. They come in like Godzilla type characters. Well, they look like human version, like tall. You know what I mean?
Giant Godzilla.
Right.
Godzilla powers and strength.
Right. Like King Kong or Godzilla, which is a pretty cool way to open up things.
Yeah.
And then
chick, and then like in reality, Beavis is trying to wake him up.
Right.
Hey, Butthead!
Right.
Hey, Butthead!
So yeah, he woke up Butthead and he's like, "Hey, our TV's gone," or something like that, right?
No, yeah, he was like, "Damn it, Beavis! I was about to score."
Yeah.
He was like, "Yeah, but it's gone. He's like, oh, what? He's like, the TV. It's just
Butthead looks at the TV area. He looks at the floor.
Yeah,
he's like, he keeps looking at a few different things. He's like, this sucks.
The broken window, the footsteps, where the TV, and he's just looking back like,
yeah, he's trying to figure it out.
Yeah, and he goes, whoa, I think I just figured something out. And what? And this sucks. He's like, we must find this bunghole that took our TV. And Beavis is like, kick his ass. Like, yeah.
Right. I mean, at some point they go to the school to get another TV.
Yeah, I remember that, them going to the school because they walk up and Beavis is like, wait a minute, butthead, I don't want to go to school. And he's like, shut up, Beavis. We need a TV.
Right, and they get one, but their teacher stops them.
Yeah, they get the whole thing, like the TV, the VCR, the cart. They're just wheeling it.
A VHS player, all that good stuff. And
that one teacher guy stopped him. He's like,
right,
what are you doing with that TV? He's like, somebody stole our TV, so we're just gonna take this one.
yeah, he's pushing him back. No, you can't do that.
He's like, that TV belongs to the AV room.
Right. What I thought was kind of odd is that the teacher says, tells them to put the TV back and then goes back into his room.
Yeah, but Butthead just looks and goes, oh, what a dork.
Yeah, and they just keep going to leave anyways.
Yeah, they get out the door and they're trying to get it down the steps and all the
falls.
TV and everything just falls and all just breaks.
Yeah, that's when the principal comes out.
He's like, what's going on here?
Yeah, expels their ass.
And he's
it's like, your TV's broke. It's supposed to be in this such and such room.
In the AV room, he's like, hey, Beavis and Butthead, he's like,
you're expelled.
Yeah. You just hear Butthead yell like, cool.
Yeah. And so they venture off to, find another TV. They come across the motel.
Yeah.
And they open a door and they find their damn principal being spanked.
Yeah, he's bent over with his pants down with heart underwear.
Yeah.
Spanked by this chick. He's like, oh yeah.
Yeah.
And they look at him like, Beavis and Butthead, you little bastards. And we watch your TV. No, you're both expelled.
Right. And at some point, he meets, who's played by Bruce Willis, a guy called Muddy Grimes.
Yeah.
A criminal who mistakes them for a hired hitman and offers them $10,000 to do his wife.
Yeah, and they think when he says, "Oh, I'm going to offer you to do my wife," they're Butthead. The way they're always thinking. They're thinking about he's thinking that he wants them to have sex with his wife. Right.
He wants his wife taken out, and they're thinking they're going to have sex.
They're like, yeah, we'll do your wife. He's like, no, I want to watch TV.
Yeah. And then he's like, he convinces Beavis that they can score and buy a new TV.
Beavis says, don't you get it? This guy wants us to score with his wife.
Right.
He's going to pay us. We could buy a new TV.
Exactly. So then at some point, Muddy drives the boys to the airport.
Drops them off, and he's like, he just like fucking whips up and just throws them out of the car. Like, he said, now don't let me down.
Yeah. And then don't they find that, what's that old guy's name? The old guy and the old lady.
Well, yeah, they find the old lady on the plane.
No, I'm talking about the guy, and I think he has his own show.
Oh, yeah, you're talking about,
The Veteran or something like that?
Mr. Tom Anderson.
Yeah, okay, yeah. At some point they find his They said they go to his place and they said we need to fix your TV or see your TV.
Yeah, the TV, and they're like, oh, well, he didn't say the TV was broken. Carry
Yeah.
on.
Right,
And
the old lady, lets them in, and they start watching. They go to drink a beer and spit it all over the TV, screwing it up.
it wasn't a beer; it was soda. Like,
Oh, okay.
Remember the fridge was broken.
Okay. I thought, for some reason, I thought it was a beer because I figured that's why he spit it out because he didn't like the taste of beer.
Yeah, but no, he spit it out because he's like, this crap is warm, and he spits it all over the TV, and it fries the TV out.
Right, and when they come out.
Yeah, they're like, hey, ain't you boys have been whacking off in the camper or my bullshit?
Yeah. And they...
He's like, they're here to fix the TV, Tom. What? The TV isn't broken. Yeah, it is.
Yeah. Every time they go to get a new TV, they fucking mess it up.
Yeah.
It's crazy. But
that's what that was before they went to the motel and then that airport scene.
Right. But at some point they end up going to Las Vegas. They arrive at their hotel room, but Dallas catches them. I think before then they were looking at this like big statue with a pair of boobs.
Yeah, and they're trying to climb up it.
Right. And they fall off, and that's where like one of the music videos, or I want to say,
they're out there dancing, doing their dance.
I think it's Roller Coaster of Love.
Yeah, Roller Coaster.
At that time, yeah, because there was a few music songs in the movie.
Yeah, dude, that's the thing too. Beavis and Butthead Do America had a badass soundtrack.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Agreed.
Like the scene when they're out in the desert. We'll get to in a bit where they were having that hallucination, that one music video. He's like, it's like a music video.
Right, but
yeah,
when they get to their room, it says Dallas catches them overdropping and or eavesdropping and holds them at gunpoint.
FBI, CIA.
Right.
Said, well, it's her. You want to do it?
Right. They see that it's the girl.
Yeah,
but she offers them $20,000 to go back and do money.
Yeah. Well, first he asked them who sent them, and she's like, but it's like this drunk dude. He was gonna pay us to do you. And he's like, Muddies, how much is he paying you? And Bud is trying to say like 10. Then he's like, 10 grand. Oh, that cheap ass. I was like, I'll tell you what, I'll double it. I'll give you 20 if you go back there and you do him. And like you said, it's a mistaken thing again when they are told dude, they're thinking of sex, you know?
Right.
And he's like, you want us to do a guy? No way. And Beavis, fucking dumbass Beavis, comes out with this funny ass line and goes, I don't know, Butthead, it is a lot of money. What if we close our eyes and pretend he's a chick? And fucking Butthead just backhands some like.
Right. And at some point, Beavis ends up taking his shorts off, and Dallas realizing that Beavis and Butthead misunderstood their instructions.
Yeah, to do it.
That's what she plans to.
Oh, boys.
Right.
Yeah, she takes the shorts and puts
it's called the X5 unit.
Yeah,
it's a stolen biological weapon.
Yeah.
In Beavis shorts.
Yeah, and remember, there's one part where they're like, the casing is too. If it's hit hard enough, it could be. Let's just hope pray that nothing hits that unit. And you see at like one point, Butthead kicking him right in his. And it's like, get out of the way, Beavis. I want to sit by the window.
Yeah, but then it says she tells them to meet her for sex at the U.S. Capitol, but actually plans to kill them and recover the unit.
Yeah,
and then at some point, Beavis and Butthead they aboard a tour bus.
Yeah, they get on the bus, and that old lady from the plane.
But don't they get on a bus with a bunch of nuns at that time?
That happens later because
okay.
the bus leaves and they get on another bus, and it's full of nuns.
Yeah, because at this time the agents are, onto, I believe, what's going on, but they keep trying to find the boys, and every time they do, they're somewhere else.
Yeah, it's
they
like
just miss them.
Yeah, like they find out that they're on that tour bus,
right?
And then before they could catch the tour bus, that's what they get left behind at
Yeah, the Hoover Dam.
No, it was like a geyser. It was like a national park or something. They stopped at to watch a geyser.
Okay.
And Butthead were in the bathroom. They were more, concentrated on the urinals that flush themselves. Like you wave your hand and you're just like, whoa, this is so amazing.
Right.
Shit, this is like a cool thing.
Yeah, but from what I see here, it says Beavis and Butthead aboard a tour bus after they accidentally sabotaged the Hoover Dam.
Yeah, they did, because they went in there trying to find it, and they're thinking all the controls and stuff are they're trying to think let's find a cool TV station, and they're just hitting buttons, shutting shit off, flooding towns, at one point Butthead's reading the master station, control button. He's like, masturbation?
Yeah, these fucking idiots. And I guess Agent Fleming of the ATF becomes convinced that the duo are criminal masterminds and places them on FBI's most wanted list.
Yeah.
And it says at the Yellowstone National Park, Beavis and Butthead accidentally board the wrong bus, joining a busload of nuns who are repulsed by the boys and abandoned them.
It's lucky enough they boarded that bus with nuns, because the bus that we're on got stopped, and everybody's like, out stuff.
And that agent, every time he pulls somebody over or hears something, he's like, give them a cavity search.
Yeah, that's
go hard and deep.
Did you give him a full cavity search?
Yeah.
Give this person a full cavity search.
Right.
I'm talking like roller rooter. Don't stop till you reach the back of his teeth.
Man, that's crazy.
And you see, there's always this big old gal just putting a glove on and
giving everybody a cavity search.
He was having that lady give the old people cavity search.
Yeah, everybody that has involved. And it says
even Butthead got a damn cavity search at the end.
It says this is joining the bus full of nuns who are repulsed by the boys and abandon them. And it says
because they keep fucking
they keep doing dumb shit. And at one point they go to get on the bus. I think they get struck by lightning. Yeah,
because they go to a church and they're praying.
Right.
And Butthead walk in and they go into the confessionals and they're getting people confessing to him. One guy, he's like, Lord, forgive me, but I slept with a woman. He's like, really? Yes, please forgive me. He's like, was she? Did you roll over and see her boob?
Yeah. He's Beavis is telling the guy to hit himself.
Yeah, Beavis is the guy's like, oh, I'm sorry. How many Hail Marys? 1,000.
Yeah.
You should hit yourself right now. Oh, he's like, harder. Oh, again. Oh.
Yeah, that was crazy.
And then they walk into the back of the bus and they both get struck.
Right. And I guess at some point after walking through the desert, the boys meet two former Motley Crue roadies, obviously that they are their biological fathers.
That is some of the funniest dialogue between them and their dads.
Right, that was a really good part. One of my favorite parts of the movies where they meet their dad and their dad's talking about how they had sex with two women that.
They're not even really talking about Beavis and Butthead's moms.
We had sex with two sluts.
Yeah, he's
in Holland or something like that.
Yeah, he's like, we stopped this little toilet called Holland, but it's that's where we're from.
Yeah, he's like, then you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, he's like, here's the true story. I scored with 2 chicks. True story. And Beavis' dad is like, me too. And at one point, like, you scored with 2 chicks, and he's like, yeah, they were sluts.
Yeah, that's talking about their
and
moms.
At one point, he backhands Beavis' dad, like, shut up, dumbass. You didn't score. I scored both of them. Which is plainly obvious. You can tell they both scored because,
right.
You
could tell that one is the dad and the other is the dad.
But
one's Beavis' dad and the other's Butthead's dad.
Yeah, and they're sitting there and they're like talking about, and Butthead asked him at one point, like, "You think these sluts still live in Highland?"
Yeah. And then he's like, "Do one of you boys got a match?"
He's like, "Yeah, my butt.
Yeah.
Your butt."
Yeah, I think that was at the beginning when they met their dads.
Yeah. At the end, the final bit of it was the Butthead's dad gets up and goes, "Hey, you guys want to see something really cool?" And he just like goes over to the fire and cuts up this enormous fart.
Right, which really makes the fire go like a bomb went off.
Yeah, and you hear Beavis like, "Yeah, I am fire."
Yeah, I'm thinking, damn, that would kill you.
Yeah, and then they wake up in the morning and their dads are gone. Like you see the tire tracks, like in fact they're long gone.
Right, and they're stuck out in the desert.
Yeah, and they're walking through the desert for seems like all day, and I remember that they're crawling at one point.
Right, they're starting to hallucinate.
Yeah, well, Beavis is like looking at it. He's like, "Hey, Butthead, ain't there supposed to be like water and cactuses?" Right. And he starts like biting into a cactus
that's
plant.
Horrible. Yeah, and a bird. Doesn't a bird start pecking at Butthead?
Yeah, a bird comes up and starts chewing on his ankle, and Beavis just looks back and goes, "Come on, ball," and just like backhands the bird.
Yeah, that was crazy.
And they wound up like
hallucinating. That's when the Rob Zombie song comes in, right?
Yeah, but before that, Butthead's like sitting there, like, and at first Butthead's like, "Whoa, I think I'm seeing my life flash before my eyes." And it shows them for the time they were babies, the time they are now, just sitting on their couch watching TV. It's just like showing like different points of their life, just
and that went back. Beavis went back even further than that.
Yeah, when he was just a thing of semen,
right? He got pushed in through.
Yeah, he's just stopped there, and he's just like, he's using his tail to pick his nose. He's like, "Hey, how's it going?" And he gets hit by the whole group. And he's like, "Wow!"
Right. And
he's
then,
like, "Thanks, sport."
Yeah, and at some point they, like I said, the Rob Zombie song comes in. Beavis starts seeing Butthead like change, big time. He's like, "Hey, cut it out,"
Seeing him like melt.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Little Buttheads
right.
And he's like, "Whoa, this is way weird. It's like a music video."
Right.
And you see this guy like just big ass motherfucker pop up out of nowhere, like with a leather jacket on and stuff, just to start playing that.
Right. Which is pretty cool. I like that part of the film.
Yeah, that was a badass music video.
Right. And then at some point, Muddy returns to the motel and meets the real hitman, because he thought he hired the real hit, but he was drunk at the time.
Yeah, he winds up going after him. And then,
well, before that, the two hitman was like, "Hey, we got a TV."
Yeah,
that's the TV that was stolen from Beavis and Butthead's home.
And he backs into their van and remember, it knocks the TV out. He's like, and the guy's just like, just leave it.
Yeah. Well, before that, Muddy angrily swears to track down Beavis and Butthead.
He was telling, when he realized that those were the guys that he was supposed to hire, and he got tricked. Right. He was like, "Nah, damn it, she did it to me again. I'm gonna go to Vegas and I'm gonna kill all 3 of them." And they're like, "Hey, you push the TV with Beavis?
Yeah.
What? And it hits the head, knocks the TV out with it. He's like, just leave it.
Yeah.
Where's this piece of crap?
Yeah.
Yeah. We just start stealing from rich folks.
Yeah, no shit. And they just abandoned it in front of the motel.
Yeah.
And then Beavis and Butthead awaken to find the Drifter. Oh, okay, we already went over that. Drifter's gone to continue walking.
Yeah. Muddy winds up waking them up by throwing like water or whatever on them, and
yeah, because they were suffering from dehydration.
Yeah, and he had like a whole jug of water, and he just like splash like
Yeah, Muddy finds them because the cop told him, "Nah, don't worry, they're probably in the desert, you know."
Yeah, there you go. That's good information.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir. And he drives right into the desert, like,
yeah, splashes him with water, and it's like, "You got anything to say before I kill your ass?" or something like that.
And he goes, any last words? He's like, "Yeah, butt cheeks," and Beavis is like, "Yeah, boobs." I just want to say it one more time. Boobs.
Yeah.
Like, I'm gonna blow you both to hell. That's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah.
And we started playing like, whoa, hey, it's the guy that was like, he's like, can you take us to Washington? You know, that's where we're gonna like, get down.
Right. And he changes his mind. Why doesn't he kill him? I don't remember.
Because he realizes, he's like, you know what? They're heading to Washington, and they're supposed to meet up with her. He's like, well, hell, instead of just killing them right then and there, he could, use them to, to lure her in, and then he could just kill them all, basically.
Yeah. So he ends up putting them in the trunk.
Yeah,
and then drives on.
And at one point, they use a jack to jack the trunk open.
Yeah, they're onto the interstate and cause a 400 car pile up because they open the trunk with the jack.
They're driving down fast, and Beavis like, I don't know, but that road is moving pretty fast. Like, hey, just start running really fast as soon as you hit the ground.
Right.
It'll work.
Yeah, doesn't he get pushed?
Yeah, he gets pushed, and he's like trying. He just starts.
Yeah.
God, like a massive pile up. The Butthead gets thrown out from the trunk.
Because right, he hits something and he's hanging on. And
that's where we see Tom Anderson again when he's
right.
driving. He's like, man, well, I wouldn't give him 2 minutes alone with them two little bastards. And you see like Butthead smack the windows like, oh, and he smashes the other cars like, oh man, this guy's just having a bad day.
Right. And then it says, let's see, after that whole incident, it says they walk past the scene and board their original tour bus.
Yeah.
Stopping at the Capitol before reaching the White House. Muddy confronts Dallas in a parking garage before she can meet Beavis and Butthead. She seduces him.
Yeah, the guy is telling him, like, yo, I got you boys. And he opens the trunk. He's like, oh, damn, I'm going to kill him. And
she's like, no, we're going to kill him.
Yeah, she manipulates him by saying, like, no, honey, we're both going to kill him.
Right.
And later on, you see him that they're doing it in the back of his car, and they get caught by
the ATF.
Yeah, and they're like, they're asking, like, one of you is going to cut a deal, and the other one's going to spend the rest of your life in jail. And Muddy's all like, me and my wife are bad. And he's like, he took it. He said, put it in some kid's pants.
Yeah.
It just instantly just
gives him up. Yeah. That's messed up, man.
I know, Muddy's all happy, like, oh, we're back together. We better than ever. She's like, he took it. He said, put it in some kid's pants.
Yeah. Just like that, he gives him. She's like, "Oh, damn."
It's like, oh, no.
Yeah, he was pissed. And it says the ATF is dispatched to the White House because Beavis and Butthead are there on the same day as a peace conference.
Yeah, and that's where they're saying that they think that they're going to set off the thing at there and.
Yeah, it says Beavis consumes caffeine and sugar and transforms into Cornholio.
I am Cornholio.
His hyperactive Alter ego.
They walk into a room and they got like mints and coffee, for the
Right.
visitors and people. And Beavis just starts like eating all the mints and chugging
Right.
down coffee.
And at some point, he picks up the red phone, causing a military alert.
Yeah. How about the fact that at one point while they're in the Capitol, they get on the loudspeaker to the
Right.
there's in the room, and you're like, attention,
Right.
we are looking for the chick with big boobs. And Beavis was like, yeah, we are ready to do you now.
Right. And yeah, even before that, at some point when they were on the plane, something happens where Butthead gets thrown all the way up front, and the guy tells them, "Get out of the cockpit."
Yeah. Oh yeah, we didn't even talk about
Yeah,
that.
we overlooked that one by mistake.
Yeah, because because Beavis went into cornholio on the plane.
Yeah, from eating the lady's candy.
Yeah, not candy. It was like caffeine pills.
Oh, okay, yeah. He was eating a lot of shit out of her purse.
Yeah, and he gets up and he's like, "We're serving dinner now. Our choices are chicken piccata or seafood gumbo." And he's like, "Piccata, piccata, piccata."
Right. And at some point, it causes something happen for the plane to dip down.
Yeah, he marches in and goes like he marches into the cockpit. It's like,
oh yeah.
Cornholio, and the pilot's like, oh! They start freaking out. The pitches.
And that sends Butthead all the way up front.
Yeah, rolls all the way into the cockpit, and the guys are like, "Get the hell out of the cockpit!" It's like, you said. It's like, no.
Right. That was a good scene that we overlooked. But yeah, that was during more kind of around the beginning of the film.
I forgot too. Right before that, Butthead was hitting on the flight attendant. Like he grabbed him. He's like, "Hey, baby, got a beer."
Yeah. Oh yeah. He took that guy's beer. But then, yeah, catching up now, it says the ATF is dispatched to the White House because Beavis and Butthead are there on the same day for the peace conference.
Yeah.
Like I was saying, and then Beavis consumes the caffeine and the sugar. He goes in that, his alter ego mode.
Yeah, and he says, grabs on the phone, is like,
red phone.
Julio, I need TP for my bunghorn.
Right. Making the military panic.
Yeah, and they're like, we're on DEFCON 5. Sir, we need those codes.
Right. And at some point, Butthead goes into a room and attempts to seduce Chelsea Clinton.
Yeah, he's like, hey, I noticed you have braces.
Yeah.
Braces too.
Yeah, that's hilarious. He gets thrown out of the fucking window.
Thrown out the window, and then he gets nabbed up by the ATF. And
right, he gets ATF officers.
And that's when they're like, give him a full cavity search. I'm talking roller rooter. Don't come up to you. He reached the back of his teeth.
Right. And then Beavis goes to their neighbor Tom Anderson's travel trailer.
Yeah. He's got a picture of
the blonde head.
Yeah, the chick, and he's like, looking at the camper, looking at like a statue that looks like a boner.
Right.
The picture's like, yeah. And he goes into the camper, and you just see the camper rocking
or rolling.
And fucking Anderson gets in his car, he's like, talking, then he sees the camera, he's like, oh, what the hell's going on? Let me go check. Hang on, I gotta go check on this. And he goes in the camper, and you just hear you just be like, oh. He's like, hey, pull your damn pants. It's like, how you doing? Pull your damn pants up, boy. I don't want to see that.
Yeah.
And he throws him out of the camper and in his underwear. Beavis is still just pacing back and forth like,
right. And at that point, the ATF, thinking Beavis has the bioweapon, are about to open fire when Anderson throws out Beavis's pants.
They keep, like, get us the unit.
Yeah.
Does everybody want to see my schlong?
It says the bioweapon flies into Butthead's hand, and he casually gives it to
Yeah,
Fleming.
everyone's all scared as it's flying through the air, and you just hear Butthead like,
Yeah, the slow motion laugh. That was pretty funny.
Like, it bounces off his head and into his hand. Everybody's all staring like, ugh. And he just like reaches up. There you go.
Yeah, he just gives it to Fleming. And then it says Anderson is falsely accused of trying to frame Beavis and Butthead. They throw him in the back of the thing like, hey, I'm a veteran.
He's like, I'm a veteran too, forewarned.
Yeah. And he's arrested along with Dallas and Muddy while his wife is taken for a cavity search.
Yeah, you see him pulling the chick out and putting the glove on, like, come on now, that's going a little bit overboard with the fucking shit there.
Yeah. Fleming proclaims Beavis and Butthead are heroes, and they meet President Bill Clinton, who makes them an honorary ATF agents. And it says Beavis and Butthead.
Yeah, they're like, we're making you honorary members of the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, and Firearms.
Right.
He's like, yeah, alcohol and tobacco and firearms.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, they wound up going back to their town and they're walking like.
Well, yeah, it says here Beavis and Butthead returned to Highland, upset that they did not have sex or receive money. But Butthead did say after he got his cavity search, he's like, "Did I score or something like that?"
Yeah, he was saying like, we didn't score with that chick. My butt hurts, still hurts.
But they did end up finding their television at the motel.
Yeah, they walking by the motel and Beavis just like they got the TV set out by the trash and Beavis is just like looking like, look, yes, and they're all like just overjoyed like with their TV, and you see them like carrying, and they just start like
they started insulting each other for a little bit.
Yeah, and he's like, hey, doesn't Tom Anderson live on this street? Yeah. He's like, cool. I need to stop by his tools.
Yeah. And that's where I believe the movie completely ends. And Bruce Willis plays Muddy Grimes. Demi Moore plays Dallas Grimes. Robert Stack is Agent Fleming, which is pretty cool. Oh yeah, Greg Kinnear is his partner, Agent Brooke.
Oh yeah, I forgot about.
Oh, and David Letterman plays. He's the role of Butthead's dad.
Okay.
He Motley Crue roadie, credited as Earl.
Remember the Agent Fleming's partner? We forgot to mention about.
Yeah, that's Greg Kinnear.
He's like, hey, Chief. Remember that guy whose camper they were whacking off in? He's like, Bork, you are a federal agent. Never in the question with a proposition. And he's like, he's like, you know those two kids who were in whose camper they were whacking.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, he's in it. I don't know why, but I don't think he has he's the voice of Agent Bork is Greg Kinnear, but it says here he's uncredited role, so he didn't get credited for that for some reason.
Huh? That's weird.
Has an uncredited role as Agent Bork. I thought, okay, that's odd.
I know there's a lot of movies like that where they leave a lot of people like uncredited, like
right, Mission Impossible.
Yeah, Mission Impossible with Emilio Estevez.
Right, that's another movie that came out in '96.
Yeah, there's also remember that movie Dirty Work? They didn't credit
Chris Farley.
Chris Farley.
Right, and I think that movie I think came out in '98.
Yeah.
But there was another scene we didn't talk about that we forgot. Which was Tom Anderson and his wife. They get pulled over by cops at one point, and they showed this picture. Have you seen these boys? And they're like, yeah, we know these people. And they ended up trashing their trailer. And Tom's like, hey.
Yeah, if I find anything broken in there, you and I are going to tank.
Yeah. And they're just destroying the shit out of their stuff.
Like smashing shit, cutting open old shit. Like,
yeah. I was just thinking, damn. He's like, hey, I'm a World War veteran.
poor Tom Anderson could not catch a break.
No. And he didn't do anything wrong.
I know, he was just trying to, like, he was even telling his wife, like, we've been saving and preparing for this vacation our whole lives. We're gonna go come hell or high water.
Right. And also, there's another part we missed is where the agents go to the school.
Oh, yeah, find the one guy.
They find his teacher. They fucking...
While they're rushing to the town, they, he's playing that song. It's like,
yeah, come with me.
Ian Siegel.
Right.
Ian Siegel.
Right. And then those guys come in there, man. They fucking hit him real hard with the gun.
Yeah, he's like, this is what, he's like, book him. He's like, I think I'm supposed to be reading my Miranda, right? He's like, oh!
Yeah, hit him right in the gut. I was like, damn. And I think the agent was like, yeah, that's exactly what you would say, or something like that. Yeah. That's exactly what somebody would say.
Yeah, he's saying that to the principal. He's like, that's him. He's the teacher.
Right.
And he's like, quiet there, sir. You've been housing two serious enemies of the state, and this and that. And the principal's like, like,
yeah.
That.
His teacher, that principal is always like shaking and nervous and shit, yeah, like stressed the fuck out.
Like he's just totally stressed.
Right. So that's pretty much it for the review. So what are some of your favorite scenes from that movie? Because I could tell you some of mine.
Well, one thing I liked that the opening that we didn't mention was the whole like intro in the Beavis and Butthead right after they find out their TV was missing.
Okay, yeah.
There's that whole opening where they're like, it's like a version of Starsky and Hutch and shit. Like, if you cross Beavis and Butthead.
Yeah, they had that like that 70s theme going.
Yeah, like they kind of had like a Shaft like intro.
Right, which was pretty cool.
Yeah, and I like that part. That part was kind of cool. Like I said, the music video when they were tripping in the desert. That's
one of my favorite parts of the movie, with the Rob Zombie music video.
Yeah, just showing some weird shit.
And the part with their fathers was probably one of my other favorite parts.
Yeah.
And the whole Chelsea Clinton thing was pretty cool, where he gets just fucking tossed out that window.
He just think, I see you have braces. Braces too.
Yeah, I'm thinking, dude, you shouldn't be messing around with her.
No.
He got tossed.
Yeah. Remember they mentioned her in the Rush Hour movies, like $50 million. Who do you think you kidnapped? Chelsea Clinton?
Yeah. That's pretty funny, but yeah, all in all, this is a really good animated movie.
Yeah,
it's one of my favorites. And
there was one part I did really like. It was a short bit that I really thought was funny as fuck.
Yeah. When
they were playing and Beavis is ingesting all that caffeine pills and whatever the chick's got in her and at one point he's just sitting there like with his shirt over his head doing that.
Yeah. You know, the sequel Beavis and Butthead Do the Universe did not come out until I think 2022. So from 96 to 2022 is what? Almost 15 years later?
You know what sucks?
16 years, something like that?
Watched Do the Universe yet.
Me neither. But when we do, we'll definitely do a review on that as well. I heard it was really good.
Yeah.
It holds up. But yeah, this movie, the budget was $12 million. At the box office, it made $63.1 million, which is really good.
Nice.
It came out December 20th, 1996, which is awesome because, like I said, 96 was a great year for movies. So many good films came out that year.
I just still remember the damn coming across that VHS copy. Like, I wanted to buy it, and then I didn't have the money to buy it. My damn girlfriend swiped it for me, but And we went to her house later and watched it anyway. So
Yeah, so it's all good. And it says critical reception. The film holds a 71% approval rating on Rotten Tomatoes, which is pretty good. So
yeah,
it did well. It definitely it's
I
getting
mean,
it got two thumbs up from Ebert and Siskel. That's cool.
if you were a fan of the original series,
Yeah, you love the movie.
yeah, I mean, you know what? When the movie first came out, because of how the show always was, I thought they were gonna do like the music videos like they always do, like they're
Right.
gonna take a break and do like how they do in the show, do a music video. It's like please don't do that. Like you don't need the
Right.
music video, deals.
You know what? I was wrong about something. The movie, the second movie, I said it came out like 15 years later. No, it came out like from 96 to 2022 is like 26 years later. So, wow, that's crazy. It took them that long to
Yeah, I mean, yeah, fair.
do
They
a
did
sequel.
they did a couple. They didn't even come out with a new season of Beavis and Butthead till like years later. Remember, they
Right,
did, like
right.
a season and movie and like, but still, like, dude, Beavis and Butthead was one of my all-time favorites.
Oh yeah, mine too. As far as animated shows go, that's one of my favorites.
The shows, I mean, the movie was great. The shows were great, but the shows were always just a little different because you get your skits.
And then you get the music videos in
Yeah,
between.
you get music videos, which they would, give their take on and
Right.
that.
I liked whenever Todd, I think his name was Todd, showed up.
Oh, yeah, they check it out. It's Todd.
Yeah, they always got their asses kicked or something.
Yeah, and they always thought Todd was so cool, and they wanted to be part
Part of their gang.
And then he's like, oh no, boys, no.
No, sorry, we wanted you, man, but so and so didn't want that to happen.
But hey, next time y'all want to try out again, bring some gas money.
Yeah, yeah, I remember that episode.
Yeah,
I've got that. I think I got that. They got the best of Beavis and Butthead volumes, and I think that episode is in one of those. They made 3 volumes. They put it out on DVD. I would love to see all seasons. You know what I mean? Get put out on DVD and Blu-ray. I would love to see some sort of box set where every single episode and season get put out.
Yeah.
That would be awesome, including the newer ones. I know there's a newer season, along with the new movie.
All that shit's on Peacock now.
Right. Yeah, at some point, it was going to come to DVD, the new seasons of the movie, but for some reason it got, they X'd it. So I'm gonna guess I did see like an uproar about that online where people like only DVD, they want Blu-ray, so maybe they're going to at some point put the Beavis and Butthead, do the universe and the newer seasons on Blu-ray, maybe, hopefully. But either way, I mean, I hope it gets at least a DVD treatment at some point.
Yeah, at least it comes out somehow because I want to see it.
Yeah, me too. I want to see the new seasons. I don't know how many new seasons are there.
I don't know, but I mean, I know just what I've been seeing on YouTube.
Yeah.
Their new seasons looks crazy because
they do look good.
They show Beavis and Butthead as like grown ass old men.
Yeah, and I definitely want to see the new movie, the newer movie, I should say, do the universe.
Yeah.
Yeah, that looks pretty good. So, but yeah, it was cool growing up. In the '90s as kids and watching that on MTV.
I mean, not just Beavis and Butthead, but you had all the coolest shit out.
Yeah, we had South Park,
The Simpsons.
The Simpsons. Yeah, we had it all. We had X-Men.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we had some really good shows back then, and there was some really good stuff.
I mean, that's when Mighty Morphin Power Rangers first started coming out.
Oh yeah, you're right. That show, they had that so many good shows. It's like nowadays, you know, you only seem to get it good stuff every once in a while. You don't get it as good as you had it back then.
I mean, you know, that's to me that's the same way with movies. Like years ago, like in the '90s, I can remember tons of kick-ass movies that come out.
Right.
Now it's like I'd probably only see a new movie to me worth watching every once in a great while.
Right. Yeah. That Okay. So also, I wanted to go over the soundtrack real quick. That song you were talking about, that '70s song, was performed by Isaac Hayes. Two Cool Guys, theme for Beavis and Butthead Do America.
Yeah, Isaac Hayes.
Yeah.
He was Chef from South Park.
Yeah. We had Red Hot Chili Peppers, Love Roller Coaster.
Yeah, Roller Coaster.
Yeah. There was also LL Cool J. Yep, White Zombie. I said Rob Zombie, but at that time he was Rob Zombie.
Yeah.
Ozzy Osbourne. Yeah, Walk on Water. They played that song when they were in the trunk, I believe, and they jacked the trunk up.
Oh yeah, that was like when they were.
Yeah, No Doubt was also on the soundtrack. Butthole Surfers. Wow.
Nice.
I forgot about a lot of these bands from the '90s. Yeah, but I used to listen to a lot of these guys back in the day, which
that
was
was
pretty
a pretty cool scene. You talk about the scene where they had him in the trunk, where he throws them in, and he's just like driving for miles with them in the trunk and just getting gas, and you see he's just driving along, drinking his damn whiskey. And
yeah, he's crazy.
Damn cigarettes, and finally at one point they noticed the jack, and Butthead's like, he's like, Beavis, check it out, huh? I'm jacking off.
He's always a smart ass. But yeah, I'm giving this movie definitely a 10 out of 10, and I'm glad it finally got a Blu-ray treatment, you know, which is awesome.
Oh yeah.
And yeah, when we get a chance to see the second film, we'll definitely do another review on that bad boy, or do a review on that bad boy.
Oh yeah.
And yeah, oh yeah, we'll go over everything. But yeah, this was cool, man. Taking a trip down 90s lane again, going over the whole film, the soundtrack. Let's see, it's cool that because Bruce Willis and Demi Moore, I think at that time they were married.
Yeah.
But
here's the thing, like, you know, clearly when you hear their voices in the movie, like, you could clearly tell the chick was Demi Moore.
Right.
When Muddy talked, though, like, for some reason he didn't sound like Bruce Willis.
Yeah, I think well, Bruce Willis, that's called acting.
Yeah.
He changed his voice a little bit, made it harder.
Yeah, because he was trying to make that sound of like an old, just wore out drunk guy who was smoking cigarettes.
Right. Which I think he did a pretty good job. You know, Robert Stack did a good job. Greg Kinnear did a great job. The whole movie was really good.
And this drunk dude, he was going to pay us to do you.
Hell yeah.
Oh, that part too where they're like, the chick's like telling him like, I'll pay you 20 if you go back and do him, and they're like, you want us to do a guy? No way. And Beavis is just like, I don't know, but it is a lot of money. Yeah, what if we close our eyes and pretend the chick and just backhands him like?
Yeah, at least Butthead came to his senses on that.
Yeah, nah, dude, I don't think so.
Like, nah, not happening. And I think she said like, "Oh yeah, you guys are gonna score" or something like that. And Beavis is like, "Oh, thank God." He was like, he's always getting let down.
Fighting, and she finally comes out and like, she's like, "Boys."
Yeah, because they were fighting, right?
Yeah, like, don't wear yourselves out. And she unbuttons a thing on her shirt, and she's like, save some room for me. And remember when they were fighting, and like, Beavis is telling them, like, no, wait, Butthead, you always go first. Damn it, Beavis, we've never done this before.
Right, yeah. And then she's like, boys. boys, boy. Yeah,
Yeah, he's like, all you gotta do is take the tour bus down,
yeah,
and you'll get everything. You
yeah.
know.
And notice when they left, they started running like motherfuckers.
Yeah, they're like, oh yeah, we gotta get this done. We gotta get this done. We gotta get there.
Yeah, which is crazy.
Remember when they go to the Hoover Dam and they're like on the bus and they're like, yeah, we finally made it. We're in Washington and this is the Hoover Dam and he was like, no, we're in Washington. We're gonna score now.
Right, because the old lady couldn't hear well.
Yeah.
I remember at some point they came back on the bus and she asked them, well, how'd you do? And they were like, we didn't get any sluts or something like that.
Like we didn't get any yet. He's like, oh me, I took a beating. Woohoo!
Yeah.
And she was like, when she's on the when they first met her on the plane, they asked her like, he's like, I'm mostly gonna be doing the sluts, and he was like, yeah, I'll do some sluts too. There are a lot of sluts in Las Vegas. Yeah, she's really trying to say slots.
Right. And he's thinking sluts.
Yeah.
And the old lady's like, oh, there's so many slots, you don't know what to do.
It's like, cool. Hey, buddy, this old chick is cool. She said there's going to be a lot of sluts in Las Vegas. It's like, cool.
And also, at one point, I don't think we talked about this, they were on the plane, I believe, or maybe it was on the bus, and Beavis is like, we're never going to score, and he's like, look at this old man, he's probably scored.
Yeah, that was when they got on the bus when they were leaving, because they all there, and they're like, we're getting back. It's like, why are we getting back on the bus? It's time to go. Like, no, damn it, we're supposed to get some. And it's like, just face it, butthead, we're never going to score. We're just going to get old like these people, but they probably scored.
Yeah. He points at the old man. He's like, he's old.
He's like, this guy's old, but he's probably done it a million times.
And the old man's like, uh-huh.
She's a slut.
Yeah.
And the driver's like yelling at him like, hey, sit down. He's like, we're never going to score. We're never going to score.
Yeah, didn't he tell the guy to shut up, you asswipe? Or something like that?
Yeah, he's like, shut up, asswipe.
Yeah.
We're never going to score. We're never going to score. And it's like, no, and he fucking jumps on Beavis and he just hear like blows landing, but you hear be like, come on, go.
Yeah, didn't the guy beat the shit out of Beavis?
Yeah, because the next scene you see Beavis sitting there all bruised up and he's like, you gotta take better care of yourself. That's when, what was it? She offered him remember at first he took the caffeine pills and that started getting him jacked up again. And then when they were in the place or whatever, and that's when he came across the coffee and the mints, and that really kept his portfolio deal going.
And there was also another point where I don't know if it was they land from the plane, and this guy had a.
Oh yeah, talking about the limo driver.
Yeah, the limo driver. He had his sign up saying Beavis and Butthead, and Butthead shows his ass. Yeah,
but because they get off and they're like, he's like, hey Butthead, check it out. Why is that guy holding a sign? Maybe he's blind. He just walks up to him, turns around, and just drops his.
Yeah, and the guy's like, what did the guy say?
You guys haven't seen these two guys here, have you? He's like B-E-A.
Yeah, boob. And
boot. He's like, this says Beavis and Boothead. That's Butthead. Don't you get it, Beavis? These guys have the same names of us. And the limo driver was like, oh, you two are dumbasses. Follow me.
Yeah, follow me. That was a pretty good scene too. that we forgot to talk about.
Yeah. Oh, sure. That's one of the movies, man. You can pretty much talk about the whole entire movie.
Yeah, I mean it's all over the place. These guys are they're like traveling all over.
Yeah, I thought it was funny when they got expelled from school. They didn't even give a shit. Like when the principal was like, "You're both expelled," but it's like, cool.
Yeah, they didn't care. And then they find his ass a little later in a motel getting spanked by a hooker.
And then you see him again when the ATF, hit the school to get the teacher, and there's like, that's him. He's the teacher.
Yeah. The teacher gets fucked up.
Dude, that teacher always gets fucked up in some kind of way.
That's messed up.
I remember there was an episode of Beavis and Butthead where they're on a bus, they're taking a bus trip, and the principal's trying to calm everybody down, and he's like standing there singing a song, and the bus, you hear all of a sudden the bus, I'm like, oh damn it, I missed my turn, and he just slams on the brakes, and it causes the teacher to go flying out the fucking window.
Damn. And
down the damn cliff, and they're like airing them, they're helicoptering them out of there, and you see the one kid like Mr. So are you okay? And he's like, don't look at him, son. He could be dead.
Damn.
I think, dude, honestly, if he got thrown out a window like that, down a damn cliff, you're most likely gonna be dead.
Yeah, that's messed up.
Yeah,
that was a great series.
Yeah, I think I'm supposed to be read my Miranda rights.
Yeah.
Not gutted by I thought it was a fist that he got hit with, but I forgot to hit him with the butt of the gun.
Yeah, right in the fucking stomach.
Yeah, and you just see him bend over like, oh.
Yeah, he got fucked up bad. They didn't even want to hear him speak. They just go fuck you up. But all in all, I'm giving it a solid 10 out of 10.
Hell yeah, man. Yeah. Same here.
I love the film, and once in a blue moon, I'll break it out and watch it. And,
that's one of them movies that never get old.
No, hell no. Those movies are classics in my eyes. I can't believe it. The film came out close to 30 years ago. Close.
Yeah.
96. And this, that's crazy. But anyways, we're going to go ahead and wrap this up, unless if you got anything more to say about the movie.
I think we've done.
We pretty much went over everything, I think. We might have missed a few things.
Yeah, I don't think we really did. Whatever we did miss, we went back to. And
right. According to Wikipedia, there was a deleted scene. It says Beavis attempts to use the restroom, but cannot because of the lack of toilet paper in the stall. Yes. That's interesting. So I guess that got cut out. I've never seen it. I'll try to look that up though. Maybe they got it on YouTube or something. But yeah, great film. Gotta see it. If you love the series and you haven't seen the old school movie from the 90s, you have to watch it. But I'm pretty sure everybody who has seen the series has watched the movie. Both movies.
Oh yeah. That's what one thing that made you want to watch the movie was knowing the series.
Oh hell yeah. And the movie holds up just as good, if not better.
Yeah.
So
it's just funny though how it takes them from their hometown Highland
all the way to the White House.
They wound up going all the way to the White House.
On buses and planes.
Oh yeah, I did forget one little part that was funny.
Yeah.
That when they got abandoned by the nuns.
Yeah.
They were walking out, and they're like, this guy comes walking up, and they're asking like, "Hey, do you know where Washington is?" He's like, "Yeah, about 3,000 miles that way." And they're like, "Cool, thank you." And they just They just start walking off, and they're walking through the desert, and Beavis, you hear Beavis saying something like, "Are we there yet?" Yeah, probably like another 5 minutes or something.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. They looked like they were hating that desert.
Yeah, I mean, they were walking at one point, and then you see them like at one point they're on their knees just crawling through the desert because they're just like so out of it, probably so getting so dehydrated. It's just like, damn.
Yeah, they went through a lot, you know, and it all started with a missing TV.
Yeah,
That was their goal, to go after, find the TV.
Yeah.
And they end up finding it at the end. A little busted up though.
Yeah, but I like how they're walking and Beavis is carrying the TV, and they're just like, he's like, "You think we're ever gonna score?" I will. You're too much of a butt monkey. They're like, and they're like just going back and forth with like names, like
right at the end they were.
And he's like, "Hey, doesn't Tom Anderson want to
yeah.
He just stopped by his tool shit?"
Oh man, yeah, that's fucked up.
Yeah, it's like, the bad thing is with Tom Anderson probably in jail, he didn't have to worry about nobody stopping him.
Yeah, he got it the worst, and like I said, he didn't do anything to deserve it.
I know.
That's messed up.
Well, what happened was because he had the shorts in his hand. He's like, the pants. He's got the unit.
Right.
And then and then they find, when they're looking through his trailer again, the picture that Beavis had of the chick Dallas had. They found her picture, and that's when they're like, "Oh, you're using these two boys and your sick pawns of this and that." It's like, take this scum away.
Yeah.
I'm a better at 241.
Yeah. And they throw his in. That's bad.
And I had these cries like, "You can't do this to me." Just drive.
So all three of them, not just him, but Muddy and Dallas, were in the back. And they all went to jail.
Yeah.
Which is crazy, man. What a trippy ass movie, you know.
Poor Anderson, man. He just... See, they always say how, like, innocent people will always, like, get screwed over. Well,
right.
But Tom Anderson got fucked over.
Yeah. Him and the teacher.
Yeah.
They got it pretty bad. They didn't do nothing.
Anybody associated with Beavis and Butthead
got it bad.
Got in trouble in some kind of way.
Right. And some worse than others.
Yeah.
But yeah, great film. You have to see it if you haven't seen it.
Hell yeah.
It's a must. But yeah, let's wrap this one up. And
yeah, cool. I gotta go pay a visit to Tom Anderson's house.
Yeah.
Shit.
So there you have it, people. That is it for this review. Beavis and Butthead Do America.
And we'll be back again with another one.
Oh yeah, before you know it, we'll be back again with another one. Don't know which one, but we'll be back. But we wanted to do this one because we just love this film. You know?
Damn right, we do.
I think I was like, how old was I? I was like 17 when this movie came out.
Yeah.
And you were 18 at the time, I believe?
If it was in 90...
Yeah, it was December of 96.
Okay, yeah, I was 18.
Yeah, and I was 17 at the time. So, hell yeah, man, we were young. This was back in our youth. Ain't that crazy?
Oh, yeah.
But anyways, yeah, we're wrapping this one up, guys. We hope you enjoyed. Stay tuned because more are coming. And
you know what they say, Ken? Hey, like, comment, and share.
Yes. Let us know what you think below. We're out of here, and peace out.